Hello traders, welcome to Director MK FX YouTube channel. This is another week where I shall be doing a weekly review and Forex forecast for the upcoming week. Yeah, starting with DXY, going to some maybe one currency and gold and maybe stock indices. But before that, yesterday we had non-farm payrolls, NFP, that gave us a weak dollar, and we saw gold going to an all-time high of 3600, and other instruments that were very bullish like Gbpusd, EURUSD, they were very bullish. So this week, the upcoming week, we also look at the economic calendar, and I've seen that we don't have any major news on Monday and Tuesday. On Wednesday we shall be expecting PPI month over month. On Thursday we shall have the consumer price index or CPI and unemployment claims, as it happens on all Thursdays. And on Friday we shall be having the preliminary consumer sentiment. So those are the major news we are expecting this week, and we shall be looking forward to see what happens throughout the week. So directly we dive into the chart and see technically what we are expecting for the upcoming week and what we might, and the potential trade that we might be taking. So we start with DXY. DXY has been rotating around the same zone for the past 4 or 5 weeks. I've been anticipating that we might have a breakout around from this zone, but unfortunately it has not happened up to now, and we still continue monitoring what might happen with DXY around this zone. You can see that is what has been happening. This is the zone. For the ones who have been watching my weekly review, I've been so biased on a breakout towards the downside, but it seems that the market has not yet decided what to do with this. We can also see, we might also have a possibility of DXY also coming and going back up here, retesting, and then coming in being bullish. At this point I cannot predict and say that I'm so biased on whichever the direction that the market will take at this point on DXY, because I was so biased on breakout at this particular point. I had a lot of bias towards the downside at this particular point, but unfortunately the market decided otherwise, and it went back up again, retesting the same resistance zone, and then coming back yesterday with NFP testing this zone again, and then showing the presence of bullish momentum from this support zone. So we continue observing what might happen in the upcoming weeks. I don't know, but we remain very focused on the key happenings. The market has been rotating around this zone, you can see. So we shall continue being observant on what happens, but as at now, my views are that the DXY is still very bearish as at now. We might have a breakout towards the downside, I don't know, but if it doesn't happen, we still continue monitoring what will happen, the bullish momentum that will coming, and we continue taking potential trades. But as of now, according to the market closure yesterday, we still bearish on DXY. That means we're still very bullish on other instruments that have USD as their quote currency. Yeah, however, maybe you can look at something. I was thinking of looking at this at DXY on a daily time frame. on a daily time frame so that we can see. Maybe that might give us more light. On a daily time frame, this is what we are having. DXY has been bearish for so long on a daily time frame, and we can see that it has been retesting this key zone on a daily time frame, and this is the zone that it has failed to break for those weeks that we have said that it has been rotating around the same zone. And we can see that we are having a lot of consolidation around this zone, and most of the times when you have a lot of consolidation around a key particular zone, it's always a sign of reversal, and we might have that. However, we cannot be so sure that it might reverse and go upwards. It might reverse, come and retest this resistance here, and then it continue being bearish. So we still continue. We cannot predict kabisa what we expect on this market. So we still will observe. We'll observe on the 4-hour time frame and see what we are expecting, but currently we are still stuck in the same consolidation zone. That is this zone. We're still stuck on this zone, and we might continue being on this zone for quite some time. Let's go to the next instrument, that is gold. Gold, if you watched my last week's weekly review, I predicted and said that we were definitely going for an all-time high. The ones who follow me on my Telegram community, I have been updating you that gold is going to 3600. I actually never expected that it would go to 3600 this week, but funny enough, it reached exactly at 3600, and it started showing signs of bearish momentum, but we still don't have a pattern, a candlestick formation that confirms any bearish momentum. We shall observe that in the coming week, but as it now, gold is at an all-time high of exactly 36. If you go to M15, it's quite evident that it hit exactly 36. Here it is 36, and started coming back. So we are at an all-time high, and we continue observing what will happen. As at now, there is nothing much to expect. Let us mark the key levels that we might be observing on this week. That is, we have that level, and this level that gold also and failed to break. So we might see gold coming back and retesting this level around this zone and coming back. We're still bullish on this market. We might also see it coming maybe further down and retesting this level or this one, and then we continue being bullish again, because it's not normal for any currency pair or any stock for it just to continue on one direction without coming and taking back the orders or filling the imbalances zone that it has, the fair value gaps that it has left around these zones. So we are expecting it that even if we are very bullish on this market, with the fact that we are also expecting interest rate cuts in this month, so that means we're still so bullish, because any interest rate cuts means that gold will be so bullish. With the fact that we still expect that, we also expect that gold might come and retest these zones before we can continue expecting more bullish momentum to the upwards. So for the upcoming week, for keys, for daily setups, we'll observe these zones. We'll observe these zones that we have marked out and see what happens. In the 1 hour time frame, we can also observe this. We might have this and first have a buy, and then it comes and retests. For the daily setups, follow me on my Telegram community at Director MKFX, or use the links on the description of this YouTube channel, and join where I'll be updating you on daily setups in the upcoming week. Yeah. That is all we expect in gold. We will look at NASDAQ. As for NASDAQ, I said some times back that NASDAQ has been bullish for quite some time, and in the previous week we were observing these two key levels. We had this key level and we had this level as well. And at this point I can remember telling people that I was observing a continuation pattern. for sell momentum, and that is exactly what happened. We sold NASDAQ up to this level. It came and tested this level, and now we went all the way bullish up to this level. Again, at this point I expected maybe we would sell again, but the market gave us candlestick formations and patterns that told us now we are going for buys, and that is why we were so bullish. And now the current level that we're observing this level, and from where the market closed, we can expect that it might come and retest this level, and then we come back to bullish to that level, or else from where it is we might just come and see that market might continue being bullish from this level. So we continue being observant on the market and see what gold shall give what NASDAQ shall give us during the upcoming week. However, I'm so biased on a bullish market on NASDAQ, NAS 100, bearing in mind that after this parallel channel that we had here, that gave us a continuation on sales momentum, we came back and retested this key zone. This zone, I marked it for the past 2 weeks. And it reacted to it, and now it came and retested. We had bullish, it has retested it again, we went bullish. So right now I'm so biased on a bullish momentum and bull trades on NASDAQ for the coming week. We look at one currency pair, that is the Gbpusd, and see what we expect. That is US30. Let us delete all these drawings. On Gbpusd, I had seen that we were bearish for quite some time. You can see now it came and retested in the same zone again. So we are having this formation. Initially we had GU testing this zone, an equal zone, and giving us a higher low that didn't give us a lower low. So at this point we also saw that for the past few weeks, the first two weeks, GU has been reacting at this level. We have seen GU reacting at these levels. Here we can see the reaction at this level. Up, and again at this level again here. It has tested, it came and retested. This was after Powell's statement on interest rate cuts. It retested this level, came down. And the previous week it retested the same level, it came down. Yesterday after NFP it came back to this level, and we now observe that it closed the day with a sign of bearish momentum. So we might have again coming down to this level, or else retesting this level and then coming downwards, or it can come down here this way, it tests around that zone, and we continue being bullish in this market. Again, we have this zone that we should be observing for the next week, and see which kind of potential trades that we are supposed to take, and I'll be updating you on the Telegram community, where when we have either a buy or a sell momentum or opportunity, I'll be telling you to look at the market and see, because of these and these reasons that I've been doing it, so that we can profit together. So continue following me on my Telegram channel and on Instagram at directmk_fx and TikTok m.k_fx, where I update you on trade opportunities as they appear on the chart daily. I'm a day trader. I focus on taking key daily setups, especially on gold and NASDAQ. However, I also update on GU, but on currency pairs I always prefer swing trading. However, I have a very promising setup here. I've just spotted it on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still active, as you know. It trades throughout the weekend. Bitcoin, from this high here, we saw that Bitcoin has been reacting around this parallel channel, which recently broke out, and it recently broke out of that channel, and we have these key levels. Observe these key levels. We have this key level. It formed a double bottom. It came and retested, tried to go up, and then came back, and this is what we call the W formation. And we also have this key level around this zone, this level, and we have this level here. So having broken out of this channel, I want you to see, this was the formation, bearish formation, a very clean setup, forming lower lows and lower highs. At this point, it was unable to continue forming any other lower low, and it gave us a higher high, retested this zone, and then it's testing this zone again. Currently it's resting here, but I expect it to retest this zone and then continue being bullish. So currently I'm biased on buy trades too much on a swing perspective. Or this, remember, this is the 4-hour time frame. I'm expecting that we might be bullish on Bitcoin for quite some time. So go and observe that setup, and we see whether we shall be able to take any trades. Actually follow me on my Telegram. In case I'm getting into any trade, I'll update you. Currently you see we have this formation in it, so it's not the right time to get into any buy trade on Bitcoin, but I'll update in case I see the viable setup play out. Thank you so much for watching this weekly review. Let's meet on the next YouTube video next week and see what the market got. Thank you. Follow me on my Instagram page directmk_fx, TikTok m.k_fx, and on my YouTube channel. Subscribe, share, and share this video with your friends so that we can share our insights together. Thank you so much. See you on the next.